Hello, I'm Dr. Scott Swerdlin, and it's my privilege to be president of Palm Beach Equine Clinic. Our mission statement is simple. Palm Beach Equine Clinic is dedicated to providing exceptional care to the horse and improving our relationship with our clients and our community. Since 1983, I've enjoyed going around the United States picking what I believe to be the best veterinarians in the country. Not only do they have exceptional skill set, but better than that, they're really kind and wonderful people who love taking care of horses and are great communicators. The future of Palm Beach Equine Clinic is exciting. We've seen remarkable growth over the last 10 years. We have over 24 veterinarians now, and we can see us growing even larger in the future. As new technology is developed, we'll be the leaders in making sure that it's available to our clients and improving the quality and life of the horses throughout the United States.
I think I was a little bit pre-programmed to be a veterinarian. Both my dad and my uncle were veterinarians. Grew up on a beef cattle ranch, and we always had working horses. So I think early on I pictured myself being some kind of cowboy veterinarian. And then as I went through school and kept doing more and more advanced training, I ended up here and doing equine surgery. So I went to vet school at the University of Florida. I went off and did a surgical internship in Edmond, Oklahoma at a really nice center there. And then I went on to do a surgery residency at North Carolina State. I spent a couple years working at a nice private practice referral center in Texas, and I finally just made my way back home to South Florida. I decided to come to Palm Beach Equine because it's a very unique place. We have some of the finest equine athletes in the world that come spend their winters down here. And it's just a wonderful place to work. We've got superior equipment, facilities, staff, and I think just a premier surgical facility. I'm one of 3 board certified surgeons at Palm Beach Equine, and I do think our facility, our surgical facility and equipment sets us apart. We've got a lot of specialized equipment for minimally invasive surgeries like arthroscopies and laparoscopies. So we can do some pretty advanced procedures and get these equine athletes back to work as soon as possible. At Palm Beach Equine, there's a surgeon available 24 hours a day, and we perform surgeries, everything from open GI surgeries, fracture repairs, all the way to minimally invasive keyhole joint surgeries. And all that's with the intention of returning these premier equine athletes to their intended use. At Palm Beach Equine Clinic, we don't just cater to the high-end performance horses. We treat every horse the same, and every horse is part of our family here. My passion is fixing horses, and I can't think of a better place to do it than Palm Beach Equine.
Riding a lot, mostly eventing, some fox hunting, show jumping, and a little bit of polo when I was at vet school. Yeah, I did my high school and everything in England. I went to vet school in London, the Royal Veterinary College. My area of interest really is sport horse medicine. Most of that involves soundness and lameness exams, performance evaluations, but we also bring in other areas such as the cardiovascular systems, respiratory systems. So it's a nice varied subject. It's a very, very challenging field because you're working with high performance athletes, but it's very rewarding because you get to see the success and share in some of the success of your clients. Also gives you great opportunity for travel. I've seen a lot of the world traveling with clients to competitions and to do pre-purchase exams, which is which has been a real plus for my career. It's really exciting. Some of the clients that we have here, looking for them going to the major competitions around the world. It's a very exciting field to be in. Although a lot of our clients are based here in Wellington, and this is becoming more and more an area that they're residing for a large portion of the year, obviously they travel extensively across the world. The great thing about being part of such an extensive team as Palm Beach Equine Clinic is that we can really service our clients wherever they are. We have veterinarians that are licensed all over the world. We have multiple states, Europe, the UK, South America. So really, we can provide services throughout our team in the majority of the world, and often we'll have people situated all over the world. So we'll have veterinarians in North Carolina for the Tryon shows, in Lexington, Kentucky for those shows, throughout the Northeast, New York, Connecticut, the shows that go up there. We will have veterinarians traveling to Spruce Meadows in Canada. We have veterinarians licensed in the UK, Europe, and so it's really a benefit to our clients, I think, that we can provide these services wherever they are in the world.
Dr. Jorge Gomez. I'm a veterinarian originally from Colombia. I decided to be a veterinarian since I was 6 years old. I was born with a passion for horses, so I decided to move to join Palm Beach Equine Clinic since beginning of 2011. So in my practice, I had the fortune of working for several international teams that compete at the highest level in the sport, like Pan American Games, Olympic Games, World Equestrian Games, FEI Nations Cup on the A-League, that's at the top of the sport. It doesn't involve just taking care of the health and the lameness of those horses. It's very important to know these athletes really well, these horses really well, work in conjunction with the coaches, work in conjunction with the farriers, work in conjunction with the riders, in order to keep these horses performing at the highest level for the longest period of time. So you become part of the team, and when you go to the competitions with a horse that you have been working for a long period of time, you develop some type of bond. It's really enjoyable to see when they success, and it's great to be part of those teams and to work hard with a horse that needs help, or with a rider that needs some help with their horse, and then the horses do well. And since these horses travel all around the world, my practice during the summertime includes me traveling all around the world, And I've been riding horses since I was born. I do not remember the first time I rode a horse. And I still jump. I still have my own mare, and I compete on the adult competitions. I just think that the ones that are passionate about this, we live on vacation, and that is the reason because we are willing to work the whole time.
I was raised in British Columbia on the Pacific Northwest of Canada, and I grew up riding horses and spent my whole life mainly eventing. Currently, I'm riding show jumpers and spent this past winter and the winter before, doing the medium amateur owner jumpers with my mare, Lucia. And that's one of the main reasons, among others, to come to Wellington, Florida, to Palm Beach Equine Clinic. I went to vet school in Saskatoon in the middle of Canada, and then moved from there to Pennsylvania, New Bolton Center, to do an internship in sports medicine. And then from there did an imaging residency at the University of California, Davis, where I became board certified, so a specialist in diagnostic imaging, In December 2013, I left the University of California and came to Palm Beach Equine Clinic, where I'm on site and interpret all of the scintigraphy and MRI examinations. At this time, I have an office on site during season, so I'm able to interpret the studies when they happen. I spend quite a bit of time doing the advanced imaging techniques, but I also interpret a lot of radiographic studies for the doctors of Palm Beach, but also regional doctors, and spend some time looking at pre-purchase examinations and lameness diagnosis type radiographic exams. It's been a great experience. I'm very happy to be here. We have world-class equipment and have the luxury of working on world-class horses, which is a real privilege, I feel. I feel very, very lucky in that way to be here and to work with the doctors that I do. One of the best features of working at Palm Beach Equine Clinic is the ability to work with a great staff in the diagnostic imaging department. The group is dedicated to the horses and spends a lot of time trying to ensure rapid scheduling of horses into both nuclear scintigraphy and MRI. When I'm on site here, I can look at the studies as they occur, and that allows for us to change the direction of the imaging study. So for example, if we're not finding a major abnormality in the foot, we can change the MRI study at the time the horse is in the hospital to go to a different region rather than waiting to a different day to try and get the same study done. This is a real advantage, I believe, for horses when they're coming in for these kinds of things, is we can get the answers quickly and send the horses back to the farm from where they came as soon as possible. This is all made possible by the staff at Palm Beach Equine and the ability to have the horses come in and out quickly and back to their show schedule as soon as possible.